Dear students, I am your CR sir. Now I am going to explain the geometries of xenon chlorides. Xenon can form three types of chlorides. One, xenon dichloride, and second one, xenon tetrachloride. Third one, xenon hexachloride. Now we are going to discuss about the geometry of xenon dichloride. Xenon dichloride. Xenon dichloride. In xenon dichloride, central atom is xenon. The atomic number of xenon is 54. Now the outermost electron configuration of xenon is 5s2, 5p6 and 5d0, means it is like that ns2 np6 configuration, means octet configuration. So due to this configuration, xenon can't react with the other elements, but it can react with only high electronegative atoms like chlorine and oxygen. So that's why it can form chlorides and oxychlorides and oxides. So here the ground state of electron configuration of xenon, here we can write 2 electrons in s orbital and 6 electrons in p orbitals. Then d orbital is vacant. Okay. While the high electron negative atoms like chlorine and oxygen, coming to the near of xenon, it can reacted with chlorine and oxygen by the excitation of electrons. In xenon dichloride, there are only 2 chlorine atoms, so that's why the chlorine atom is the monovalent atom. So we want in xenon at least 2 unpaired electrons. So due to bearing of chlorine to the xenon excited and the one electron of pz is excited to d orbital, then it is first excited state electron configuration. So in this excited state, one electron is excited to d orbital. Then we get the 2 unpaired electrons in the xenon. In this state, xenon is undergoing sp3 dehybridization. How many are going to intermix? How many orbitals are in 5 sp3d hybrid orbitals? These 5 sp3d hybrid orbitals are identical and equal. So the geometry of a sp3d hybrid orbital is trigonal pyramidal. Just like this, I am drawing the sp3d hybrid orbital like this. So here it is one orbital upside and another one is downside. Here it is trigonal. In these 5 sp3d hybrid orbitals, 3 orbitals contain electron pairs or lone pair of electrons. The other two orbitals contain only unpaired electrons. These unpaired electrons of sp3d orbitals of xenon overlapping with the 2pz orbital of fluorine and also another fluorine. Means here those who are unpaired electrons of sp3d hybrid orbitals are there at xenon, those are overlapping with the unpaired electrons of 2pz orbitals of two fluorine atoms separately. Then we get 2 sp3d p sigma bonds. Okay, so here according to our hybridization, if any molecule is undergoing sp3d hybridization, the geometry of the molecule is trigonal bipyramidal. But here according to Vesper theory, here it is 3 unpaired electrons are there at trigonal plane. So these 3 electrons are very near to the xenon. Then the geometry of xenon dichloride look like a linear in shape. So that's why you can write like this. And other one bond here and another bond. So it is a linear in shape, linear geometry. The bond angle we can write as a 180 degrees. So after this we can write a conclusion. What is the geometry? Which excited state it is undergoing? It is forming the xenon dichloride. One is the first excited state, and hybridization. Since here you have to write the conclusion. In xenon dichloride, xenon react with fluorine. Excited state is first excited state, and hybridization sp3d. Okay, next lone pair of electrons, lone pairs. How many are there? 3 lone pairs. Geometry linear in shape, bond angle (180 degrees). So this is the geometry of xenon dichloride. The next compound geometry is xenon tetrafluoride. So it can indicate as a xenon F4. In this molecule also central atom is xenon only. The atomic number 54. The outermost electron configuration 5s2, 5p6, 5d0. The ground state, it considered as a ground state electron configuration. The ground state electron configuration same like that only, 5s2, and p orbital also contain 6 electron. The d orbital is vacant orbital. Okay, here how many chlorines are there in xenon tetrafluoride? There are 4 chlorines. So means 4 F atoms. According to 4 F atoms, which excited state we want here? We want 4 unpaired electrons. So that's why in first excited state we get 2 unpaired electrons here. We want 4 unpaired electrons. Which excited state we want? Second excited state electronic configuration. So here these 2 electrons of p orbitals migrated or excited to d orbital. Then we can write here as it is s2. In p orbital only py and pz orbitals are excited, or the electrons of py pz excited to d orbital. Then we get the 4 unpaired electrons. How many unpaired electrons are there? 4 unpaired electrons in second excited state of a xenon, for the formation of xenon tetrafluoride. In this state, xenon undergoing sp3d2 hybridization. sp3d2 hybridization. How many sp3d2 hybrid orbitals are formed? Here, total 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals are formed. In these 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals, only 4 orbitals contain unpaired electrons. The other 2 hybrid orbitals contain lone pair of electrons. Those who contain unpaired electrons, those hybrid orbitals overlap with the unpaired electrons of pz orbitals of 4 chlorine atoms separately. Then 4 sp3d2 p sigma bonds are formed. According to hybridization, the geometry of xenon tetrafluoride is considered as octahedral geometry, because here totally 6 orbitals are there, like this, 4 orbitals, and the other 2 orbitals, means it is a tetra square planar plane. And this square planar plane here like this, the other 2 orbitals, hybrid orbitals, but this other 2 hybrid orbitals contain, lone pair of electrons. The other remaining 4 orbitals which are bearing on plane or contain only unpaired electrons. These 4 unpaired electrons of hybrid orbitals overlapping with the 2 pz orbitals of 4 chlorine atoms separately. Then how many bonds are formed? 4 sp3d2 p sigma bonds are formed. So it is a fluorine, and here also it is a fluorine, and it is chlorine, and it is fluorine. Then what we can write here, geometry, xenon, it is a fluorine atom, and fluorine, and here it is fluorine, and it is fluorine. So here it is square planar, okay, and the remaining pair of electrons are very near to the xenon. Then it looks like a square planar geometry only. So according to this, we can understand, or we can write the conclusions. What are the excited state? What is the excited state of this one? In xenon tetrafluoride, excited state is, which one it is? Second excited state. And hybridization is sp3d2 hybridization, lone pairs. How many lone pairs are there? 2 lone pairs. And third point is geometry. Geometry is square planar. Square planar geometry. And the bone angles. So band angle is 90 degrees only. So this is the conclusion of geometry of xenon tetrafluoride molecule. Last one, xenon hexafluoride. Geometry of xenon hexafluoride. You can write as a xenon hexafluoride. Xenon F6. So here, same like that. Here also, central atom is xenon you want to write, and atomic number you know that 54. Then outermost electron configuration 5s2, 5p6, 5d 0. So we can write same like that only ground state electron configuration. So here 2 electrons present in s orbital. Same like that, once again we write 6 electrons present in the p orbital. The d orbital is vacant already, we know all these things. So here xenon F6 or xenon hexafluoride, how many chlorine atoms are there? 6 chlorine atoms. Okay. So means it is also mono valency atom chlorine. So it can form only single bond. So means xenon must and should contain 6 unpaired electrons. Then 6 unpaired electrons we get only in third excited state. Third excited state electron configuration. With these 3 p electrons are excited to d orbital. Okay, p electrons, totally 3 electrons excited to d orbital. Then we get totally how many? 6 unpaired electrons. In this state, xenon is undergoing which hybridization? sp3 d3 hybridization. sp3 d3 hybridization. How many sp3 d3 hybrid orbitals are formed? 7 sp3 d3 hybrid orbitals. How the 7 sp3 d3 hybrid orbitals are there? 1s orbital, 3p orbital and 3d orbitals. Total how many are? Total 7. Okay. In this sp3 d3 hybrid orbital geometry is pentagonal bipyramidal. In this pentagonal bipyramidal shape is there, but in these hybrid orbitals only 6 of the 6 sp3 d3 hybrid orbitals contain unpaired electrons. The remaining sp3 d3 hybrid orbital contain lone pair of electrons. Okay, just I am drawing the geometry of sp3 d3 hybrid orbitals. So here it is unpaired lone pair of electrons of sp3 d3 hybrid orbital. The remaining sp3 d3 hybrids like this. Actually it is also like this only in big in size, but here only unpaired electron, and here also it is look like a pentagonal geometry. And okay, next the other 2 orbitals, one is upside with 1 unpaired electrons, the other one is downside with one unpaired electrons. But one orbital in the plane, here it contains lone pair of electrons. These lone pair of electrons very near. The remaining unpaired electrons of how many? 6 sp3d hybrid orbitals overlapping with the unpaired electrons of 2 pz orbitals of fluorine, 6 fluorine atoms separately. Then we get the 6 sp3d3 p sigma bonds like this, like this, like this, like this. Totally how many bonds here? It is fluorine, fluorine and fluorine and fluorine, fluorine and here also fluorine. Right, okay, how many? Totally 6. Totally 6 sp3 d3p sigma bonds. According to hybridization, what is the geometry of the molecule? Actually, it is penta. It must and should be as a pentagonal bipyramidal in shape. But here one lone pair of hybrid orbital is there. So the lone pair is very near to the xenon. So that's why the geometry is some distorted from the pentagonal bipyramidal. So it is called as a distorted pentagonal bipyramidal geometry. So according to that, we can write the geometry like this. Xenon, or I am right here only xenon. So here it is lone pair of electrons. So the next the fluorine and fluorine and fluorine and fluorine. Like this it is distorted pentagonal. Okay, next another fluorine is upside, the other one is the fluorine downside. So this is the geometry. Which type of geometry it is? Distorted pentagonal bipyramidal. Bipyramidal geometry. Then what we can write the conclusion here? Conclusion is conclusions. What is the conclusion? You can write here. So which excited state it is? Excited state. Excited state is third. And hybridization is sp3 d3. Then lone pair of electrons, only one lone pair, and geometry is the distorted pentagonal bipyramidal. Okay, so we can't say the bond angles, those are different bond angles. So this is the geometry of xenon difluoride. Already we discussed the xenon difluoride, xenon tetrafluoride, xenon hexafluoride. Here the xenon difluoride geometry is the linear sp3 dehybridization. Xenon tetrafluoride, okay, sp3 d2 hybridization, square planar geometry. Here it is xenon hexafluoride undergoes sp3d hybridization. Here it is linear in shape So it is square planar in shape, square plane planar in shape. It is distorted pentagonal bipyramidal. So these are the geometries of xenon chlorides. So after this, I am going to the video on xenon oxychlorides and also xenon oxides. Okay, thank you.